Namo Namaha. Today let's talk about Brahma, that ultimate tattva. Who is he or who is she? The seers of the Vedas have attempted to explain who that Brahma is. Buddha Shukta beautifully does explain Brahma in a very non-physical form, not bounded by masculine or feminine. Just Brahma is that energy. But for a second, let's think of Brahma as a female. Let's think of Brahma, that ultimate tattva, as the goddess herself, Rajarajeshwari Paramba. Let's think about that. Since Chaitri Navaratri has started, I think there's no other better time than now to talk about this. There's a story long ago. Mahavishnu was sleeping on a leaf, and we all know this. He was a child sleeping on the leaf. Bhadrasya patrasya pure shayanam balam mukundam manasaha smarami. He was sleeping on that leaf, and he then thinks, who created me? Who created all of this? Who is it? And at that time, he hears Sarvam Kalavidamevaham Nanyadasti Sanatanam, that I am eternal. Whatever you see is me. I am eternal. He hears that, then he starts thinking that, was that said by a man? Was it said by a woman? Or was it said by the third gender? Who said it? Who spoke it? And then he starts chanting it over and over again. Sarvam Kalavidamevaham Nanyadasti Sanatanam. Sarvam Kalavidamevaham Nanyadasti Sanatanam. Sarvam Kalavidamevaham Nanyadasti Sanatanam. He's chanting it over and over again, and then he sees Rajarajeshwari Paramba Jagada Janani in front of him, standing on top of water as if she was floating on top. He sees her, and he then, this is a feeling that I got when I was reading this part. I feel that as if he thought to himself that, Rajarajeshwari Paramba herself was rocking me, not these waves. It was her. Just that beautiful thought. But what I'm trying to say by this is that the goddess can be that ultimate form. The Devi Bhagavat beautifully explains how the goddess herself is that Savita Surya that Brahmins during Sandhya worship to. Doesn't matter if Brahmins are Vaishnava, Shaiva, Gana, Shaurya, that Savita Surya during Sandhya is the goddess herself. Hence, everyone who does Sandhya, all Dvij who do Sandhya are Shaktas. They're nothing else. And that really beautifully does explain who the goddess truly is, and how each and every single thing in this universe is just a rock, is just lifeless without the goddess. And maybe that's why in Vaishnava traditions, the goddess is viewed as Maya, because without Maya, nothing can move. It's a goddess herself which makes Shiv Shiv. It's the goddess herself which makes Mahavishnu Mahavishnu. It's the goddess herself which makes Brahma Brahma. It's the goddess herself which makes us humans us humans. Just think about it. Her glories are just so magnificent that we will just drown in it. And in the end, the goddess is Ma, Amba. She's our mother. So this Chaitri Navaratri, my plea to all of you is that just once in these 9 days, just once, sit down with your eyes closed and just think of your Kula Devi, your family goddess. And if you don't have a family goddess, just think of a goddess which attracts you the most. Whether that be Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, doesn't matter who, but without having a thought of achieving anything, without having a thought of wanting something, just sit with your eyes closed, meditate upon the goddess. And I guarantee you that if you meditate with the purity of your heart, with your true devotion, she will appear. you will feel her energies, and I can guarantee that. The Devi Kavach from the Varaha Puran beautifully says, Yam yam chintayate kamam tam tam prapnoti nishchatam. Whatever you want, you will attain. Doesn't matter what it is, you will. The goddess will give you that willpower, no one else. The goddess herself is capable of doing that because she's our mother. Just think about it. All you need is that true devotion which comes from the heart, which sprouts from the heart and expands everywhere. That pure love, that's all you need. So just try it once, and I guarantee you, you will be hooked literally. But just with your Shuddha Bhav. Just as it says, Shuddha Bhave Haristapyo na chaturyam prayojaka antaryami samastanam bhavam janati manasam. Shuddha Bhav is needed because she knows our intentions. She knows what we want. But just once, even for 1 minute, let go of all of that and just completely dissolve and offer yourself. And that's why, stay vulnerable, be free, stay loving. That is all that's needed. Namo Namaha.